Good morning and welcome everybody. Welcome to the Highlander Computing Solutions FUTUREFAST presentation. First of all, I'll start with an introduction to myself. So my name is Daniel Bumby and I'm one of the directors at Highlander Computing Solutions. I've been with the organisation since 2004. My main role within Highlander is around customer innovation, technology strategy for the business and our customers ahead. So what I'm actually going to do today is I'll give you a quick overview to start with of what the goals of this presentation are. So first and foremost, I'm looking to introduce FUTUREFAST as a program to you. I'm also going to talk to you about why FUTUREFAST and what it actually means for our customers, including I have a live example of part of a FUTUREFAST program that we work with an organization. I'm also then going to discuss a little bit about how the program actually works as well, and what value you can get from that program. Okay, so if we start with the why FUTUREFAST. So as part of my role within Highlander, I'm regularly meeting with organizations, customers, IT departments, IT directors, managers, etc., as well as the vendor land as well. Okay, so I'm seeing loads of different conversations coming up, and I'm also seeing a progression from the conversations being, in previous where we've been talking about, well, what keeps you awake at night, what projects do you have on within your business at the moment, to being ones that are more focused on the business and the objectives of the organization. Okay, so we've all been in those meetings or had those conversations or calls with suppliers. We have them as well, where we are number one supplier, we do XYZ, we are a gold partner, platinum partner, star partner, whatever partner you want to be. Now, in the past that was fantastic and really gave value. However, moving forward and in today's marketplace and today's environment, things are changing, things are different. So the conversations I'm having with customers are now more focused on what the businesses and the objectives and the goals of the organization. And then that filters down into what are the objectives of the IT department? What is the IT's objective? I often talk about utopia. So if you have the pleasure of meeting with myself or having a chat, then I talk about IT utopia. So what is the utopia for your IT department, for your IT environment? And then we look at the priorities based upon those. Okay. So as we move forward, I'm going to look at a particular example. And this particular example I want to look at is of a customer of ours, but I've actually changed the name of the customer to protect the innocent, as they say. So I'm going to call them Company X at this moment in time. So I'll give you a bit of an overview of Company X. Very ambitious organization, desperate to grow as a business, desperate to grow. However, they have a real old and creaking infrastructure that's been cobbled together from bits of organizations they've purchased, bits of IT they've managed to bring into the business, and also to sweat some of the assets that they already have for a long time. One of the fundamental parts of the business was a real lack of business intelligence, so no real knowledge on their customers, or a lack of knowledge on their customers, and a lack of information that they could grab to be able to analyze or look at or make better decisions towards. So sitting down with this company in terms of the FUTUREFAST program, so the Company X, we looked at their issues. So they got legacy infrastructure and production. They had bottlenecks for their network and regularly lost network connectivity. They had a slow database and application performance was poor. They also had limited storage capacity and were regularly adding storage layers to compensate for that. But also a very complex and costly licensing model. So in terms of sitting down with the business and sitting down with Company X's IT staff and board of directors, we started looking at the initial short-term objectives. So first and foremost, we needed to support the legacy hardware that they have in place while planning the modernization of the business and the environment. We also needed to reduce the licensing costs for the organization, and then also free up some short-term storage space, because that was a real pain for the business. So the goals that we set ourselves was to provide support for the growth plans. We also wanted to make sure that the legacy equipment was protected, and protected in the right way. We needed to increase the network performance, which would then reduce the number of support calls being given, reduce the database latency, and again that would reduce the number of support calls, driving through the network capacity. We also look at increasing that storage capacity, and most importantly the I/O of the storage environment as well. We needed to provide additional capacity for analytics development, so think about something out of the existing environment to enable them to build and develop an analytics platform. We also looked at reducing the complexity of the licensing models that they have. And in all this, we needed to keep in the back of our mind the plan for future cloud adoption. So the outcomes, so sitting down with the customer and bringing solutions to these guys, we managed to extend the life of the legacy equipment by 12 months. Okay. We increased the performance of the network by 20%. We also reduced the number of support calls by 50%, and that's a combination of different areas that we've managed to reduce the number of support calls. We increased the database application performance by a massive 25%. A combination again of network performance and tweaks on the actual environment, the compute platform, and also we provided them with an additional 45% storage capacity. Combine that with reducing the licensing cost by 10%, and the real outcomes, the most beneficial outcomes, we had happier users. They were able to launch new services from the analysis of customer. So the trends that their customers have and the products that they purchase, the amount of time they spend on their website, the information that they got, will enable the business to develop new services and plan for new services, which ultimately leads to a rise in new customers for the business, which is again very important for to drive for the growth. So how do we achieve it? We're looking at the plan itself. So all unsupported legacy equipment was then supported on a 4-hour guaranteed fixed support contract. So this gave the customer the peace of mind that the actual equipment that is out of warranty will be supported. Now, we managed to design a new network with the customer, and which was built around 10 gig capabilities around the Cisco Nexus platform. In order to do that as well, we needed to reroute application traffic, which further reduced the workload on the support team. Applications were coupled together, the environment was coupled together, and it was not an efficient environment to run. So we also ran a health check on their database, and we looked around the latency. We provided analysis based on that performance, and we also gave advice on what tweaks can happen with those. We redesigned the storage environment to first and foremost meet the needs of today and also the future growth plans. And we managed to co-term some licensing agreements and reduce the number of database instances they actually required to reduce the price they paid for their licensing. So how does the FutureFast program actually work? First, what we will do is sit down with you and sit face to face and look at your business objectives. We'll look at your IT issues. We'll look at the priorities list or build a priorities list around those issues. And also, as I mentioned earlier, reference the IT utopia. So what is this IT utopia? And also, let's build the infrastructure, let's build the operations, let's build everything around achieving that utopia. So in summary, the FutureFast program is there and designed to help you protect today. Protecting today while we actually develop the plan for tomorrow. It will also help you meet your business objectives. So whether they are short-term, long-term, medium-term objectives, our plan with FutureFast is to help you meet those objectives. We'll also help you define a priorities list, because everybody seems to have a priority. Number one priority list. Every single part of your business will be aiming to try and get priority number one on your list. Obviously, we can cut through most of those and define a real true priorities list for you. But also we can look at helping you become cloud ready. Now, vendors such as Microsoft regularly use a statement cloud ready or cloud readiness, and it's a very, very powerful statement, giving you the people, the processes, the technology, the environment, and also the drive to be cloud ready is extremely, extremely important. Okay, so what next? Okay, so it's simple really, so feel free to go ahead and check out the website, highlandercomputing.com. There is a section on the website around FutureFast, and there's also loads of other bits on the website, as you can imagine. We also have a video. It's a small little video just explaining around FutureFast and initially to try and drive some traffic to our site and to engage in our customers. But feel free to follow us on social media. #FutureFast is what we are pushing. LinkedIn, you'll see a hell of a lot of things on LinkedIn around FutureFast from myself and from the rest of the team at Highlander. But most importantly, please feel free to contact me. So my details are there. So my email address is daniel.bumby@highlandercomputing.com, or feel free to call and speak to myself on the traditional telephone, which is 01142923800, and ask for myself. But in essence, that is the end of the presentation. So thanks very much for taking the short time to run through this with myself. Really look forward to speaking to you. Again, as I say, if you feel as though you need to contact me, feel free to contact any of the details below. And we'll have a chat around FutureFast and what FutureFast can do for you and your business. So thanks again. Thank you.